I was always Daddy's little girl, and I have great memories from him from, when I was little in Detroit, taking me sledding behind the family vehicle around the streets of Detroit, and him just always being funny and strong, and, I was in love with the man in the uniform. And then, as an adult with kids, he was the best grandpa. It wasn't until 6 years ago when my husband walked out and I was left alone that my dad, my stepmom had passed away about a year before that. My dad was the first one that I told, which was tough. He was immediately my defender, my protector, and from then on, because my dad was alone and I was alone, we got to just really enjoy each other and experience things together and grow closer and closer. And even though I was in a very, very difficult time in my life, I thought it was the most difficult time in my life until now. There was joy in it, and that we were able to explore Detroit again. We had so much fun and just so much laughter, and just that bond reformed. And, he was my daddy again. And he really became my person, which is why this has been so difficult, because he really had my heart. He was supposed to arrive at my house on a Tuesday, and he didn't show up. And I had a neighbor find him. So it was very hard. I don't remember a lot of it, but I do remember being really, really mad at God. I remember laying in my driveway and just being so angry that I didn't, somehow know that this was going to be my last conversation and be perfect. But interestingly, he had been up also to visit in July, and when he left, I gave him a COVID hug and was being very careful of him because he was 81 years old and he did have poor health. But then as I was entering the house, I just felt this nudge to go back and give him a real hug. And I did. And I think he thought I was a little bit crazy, but I'm so glad that I was obedient in that moment because I hold on to that. As I look back through this journey, it's only been a couple months, but I've seen God's hand on me, lifting me up, moving me forward the entire time. And I think the real start of it, where the fog started to lift, was the baptism, which was a week and a half after my dad passed. When I was, being lifted up out of the water, I literally felt like being soothed. And when I came up out of the water, just this joy filled me and this smile on my face that I've seen the picture and it can take me right back to that point and how that felt. And I can't accurately describe how it felt, but it was nothing I've ever felt before. And shortly after that, I started to see glimpses of beauty. Because I was in a place where I was depressed, I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating, and I started to see beauty. I find that prayer for me has been praying without ceasing, praying through all day. Before I enter a conversation, just asking for, discernment, for strength. And where I haven't had the energy to pray, I can feel others praying for me and lifting me up. And there have been times where I'm really, really struggling And I'll say to God, like, I need help, I need you, and my phone will ring. Or I'll receive that text, or I'll receive that card. And West Side, the small groups that I've been part of, the Zooms from the tables and gal time that I've been part of, the worship that I've participated in, and I think Grace Journey was huge for me. And it's just reaffirming that, he's already walked this, he's walking it with me, and he's going to get me through the other side of it.